Welcome everyone. Today we have a guide for Genshin Impact. Now in this video, we'll be looking at something very interesting and not often talked about. So we'll be looking into patch 3.0 and also beyond. So as you can see, the preview page is now available, but what I'll be focusing on is this particular information of the changes of 3.0 to 3.2 or up to 3.3. So patches after version 3.0 will have 1 week shorter adjustment patches, and this will actually have impact to the players in terms of the free to play Primogem income, in terms of how many weeks you will get for each of the banners, in terms of how many gems you'll get in each of the patches, and also additional changes to the wishes and also fates income with the battle passes and also the Paimon shop. So as a quick summary, we'll be calculating the rewards we get for 42 days as the previous patch duration and also the 35 days as a new patch duration. The biggest highlights over here is, after some calculation, you can see that by dividing about 6,000 Primogems into 5, we'll be looking at additional Primogems, which is close to 1,000 Primogems per patch, simply by having the patch 1 week quicker. So in this video, I'll be sharing with you guys some of the comparisons, calculations, and some of the effects of the changes. There will be some downsides though. You will have less period per banner and also less time to save for new characters. We'll also talk about some of the tips and also advice for this. So I do have some recommendations how to save for the characters and how to wait for the live stream and also wait for the teasers to come before you summon. Finally, we'll talk about extra bonuses about getting 10 free wishes on patch 3.1. So this date is set particularly on the 28th of September for a reason. We'll also have a look at the increase of competition and a few things I'll discuss at the end of the video. Now, during the live stream of patch 3.0, something was revealed in the live stream that was not often talked about. It is actually the changes of from 6 weeks to 5 weeks, from 3.0 to 3.3 pretty much. So the patches for those coming update will be quicker, at least 1 week quicker. This means the battle pass will have 1 less week to be completed. That's why they changed the battle pass to 900. This also means that patch 3.1 will be on the September 28th, the anniversary of Genshin Impact. That means more Primogems and also free wishes. Now the first thing I want to do is, I'll give you guys a quick rundown of patch 3.0. What happens if this was 6 weeks? And then we just briefly look at the values. And then we'll look at the changes from 6 weeks to 5 weeks. So if patch 3.0 was 6 weeks, we'll still get about 4,300 Primogems from the daily commissions and also spare abuse. And looking at the patch-specific achievements, we'll be looking around 6,800 Primogems. So I have briefly estimated what we get, and also the test run of characters, the promo code, and also looting for the new zones, and also live stream for 3.1. And together with the battle pass, with the Paimon shop, and also we get 3 extra free wishes with the free character Cody, because you can ascend her for 3 Acquaintance Fates. Now, including all of those, a quick estimation of the estimated free Primogems or wishes for 3.0, if this was 6 weeks, will be about 95 wishes, about 15,000 Primogems in terms of value, which is actually not bad, right? So this is what I usually do to summarize the Primogems. But what we want to do is, let's come over to this particular notes, so to have a better comparison, having 5 weeks instead of 6 weeks now. So here I listed some of the notable amounts during the 6 weeks, and here you can see the changes during 5 weeks. Now, when I say you get less Primogems, it's not that you're losing out on Primogems, but rather the banner dates of the banner are likely going to be shorter. Previously, it is a 21-day banner. Now we're looking at about an 18-day banner for the limited banner. This means that together within the patch, you're looking at 720 less Primogems to earn, or 360 per banner. So that means you'll have less Primogems to summon for the limited banner character. Now it is also likely we'll have 1 less minor event, which will give us about 420 Primogems, simply because the duration of the patch is now 35 days. And of course, this also means we'll have a quicker rerun and also more 5-star, which is actually not bad. So it will be a little harder to save for new characters, especially that the patch durations for each of the patch after 3.0 will be shorter by 1 week, and you have less period during the banner. Those might be some of the downside of having 5-week patches, but there's a lot of bonus and also a lot of plus for having a shorter period. For example, if you guys remember back with 2.0 up to patch 2.4, Inazuma Islands unlock a lot of zones with new, puzzles, new quests, and also new Primogems to be earned. Having a quicker patch period means we'll be getting more Primogems, and by estimation, we might be looking at around 800 Primogems per patch. And this also means that we'll be getting more bonus 600 Primogems for logging onto the game. So zooming a little bit, what I mean by that is, basically each time we have a maintenance for a new patch, we'll be getting 300 gems for the bug fix and 300 for the maintenance. Now, what does one less week translates? It translates into 1 extra Primogems in terms of the speed. We'll also be getting more frequent live streams because of this. So this translates into 50 extra Primogems. Now there will be also additional promo codes for each of the new patches. Usually for a patch we'll get 1 or 2 promo codes, and that's about 60 Primogems or 120 Primogems. Now the next benefit of having a quicker patch rotation is that we know for each of the patch we'll either get a 4-star free character or 4-star free weapon. So in patch 3.0 it is a free character Collie, and then we know at 3.1 it is likely gonna be a max refined 4-star weapon that is at 3.1. Then 3.2 a free character, 3.3 a free weapon. Having a shorter rotation means that those new freebies will come much quicker. And this also translates into a shorter battle pass, because with the battle pass system, you can see my battle pass is not complete at all during this period. I'll start to complete the next time. I literally did not click anything. So the battle pass will become shorter. This means you'll be getting more reason, you'll be getting more wishes, and you'll also be getting more loot as you go through the battle pass. With more rotations of battle pass means we'll be getting more items and also more rewards. Now I know there's a lot of writing and it can be a little overwhelming to compare the 6 weeks and also 5 weeks. Just to give you guys a quicker summary, what does this mean for free-to-play or low-spending players is that there will be more free-to-play Primogems, wishes, and also rewards with each new patch. It's simply that the developers will be creating new content with each of the new patch. And by my estimation, so how we estimate is, we can divide this number 6,800 by about 5, so this is close to about 1,000 plus Primogems. Now we do need to deduct about 700 over here because we get 700 less. So once we do that, then we divide that by about 5 of the weeks, then what we're looking at is, by estimation, we're looking at about 1,000 extra Primogems for each of the patch, simply because it is 1 week quicker. So this is a rough estimation for the additional Primogems you'll be getting for having a quicker patch. Now there is a small downside for getting more Primogems. It is that there will be a shorter rotation for each of the limited banners, and for free-to-play players you might need to save properly for a character with a shorter duration and also less banner period. So this is the trade-off. But I mean, if we get 1,000 free Primogems additional each of the patches, I think that is a good trade-off, right? Let me know what you guys think as well. Now on the topic about saving for characters and also wishing for a particular limited banner, I do strongly recommend for free-to-play players or players who doesn't have all the Primogems, they're pretty expensive to summon. So I recommend wait for the new patch character reveal before summoning in the current banner. A really good example is that there is always a pre-patch teaser that even before patch 2.8 came live, patch 3.0 characters like Collie and Tanari and also the new characters were revealed before the patch came live. This should help you to do a value comparison whether you want to summon on the current patch for the new characters or the reruns or wait for the next patch. Simply because now you have less time to wait. So having only 35 days to wait for the next patch, it is more important that we start to look into which character you really wanted and plan ahead. Plan, a month ahead if you can, to prepare more Primogems. Now before we finish the video, I also want to touch up on something exciting for patch 3.1, which is the yearly anniversary of Genshin Impact again. So it is on the 28th of September. What that means is we can be expecting at least 10 free wishes and also some very generous rewards at the end of the year, because Genshin Impact usually wins, awards and also give us 10 free wishes, 1,000 Primogems. There's a lot of good logins and also lots of events. So if you guys remember previously, I remember there was a surprise email in patch 2.3 for over 2,400 Primogems, and those were pretty massive. So usually those occur at the end of the year when Genshin Impact wins awards. So there's some really good freebies with more patches to come, especially when 3.1 comes in. This is when we can get a lot of the loots and a lot of the wishes from this anniversary event. Now, if you guys are also aware, currently Genshin Impact does have a small competition. I won't say that Tower of Fantasy is on pair or on par with Genshin Impact. I do feel like the game is a little, at its rougher levels currently compared to Genshin Impact. But having more competition in the same animated categories and also animated game genre that is very similar to Genshin Impact, it is a good thing to have competition instead of monopoly. This means the developers will be more likely to be giving us more giveaways, events, and also dedicate more time and also better quality of life improvement because, they want to attract the players, retain the players. Now, just a small comparison, in the Towers game, players were getting 1 free wish for solving a puzzle, and I was pretty surprised by that, because if you remember in the Genshin community, we get 2, 5, 10, 20 Primogems for solving a puzzle, and we need 160 gems to get a wish right. So in the Towers game, it is a little more generous with the characters, but the characters are not as, valuable and not as worth it to get just 1 copy. They need multiple copies. So do be aware of this. But I think it is good to have competition in the market to drive the animated style of games to create more better content and to give players more rewards for playing the game. Now, if you found this video helpful, make sure you subscribe and also turn the little bell on for the latest news. I'll be looking towards to make more builds, guides, tips, and news and event updates for us as we come further into the game. And as always, I wish you guys the best of luck with Genshin and have the most fun in exploring this wonderful world.